Today, I'm in Paros for the first time, and I can't wait to get out and explore.
Travel diary, city to sea, moments that find their way into me. No big plan, no set pace, just follow the rhythm of each new place. Travel diary, open and true. I walk, I watch, I try something new.
The best part when you arrive on the island of Paros, you got the ferry port right here, and then just across the street is the main town. Time to go and explore.
Wandering along the waterfront, Parikia starts to reveal itself. A quiet beach, a few boats drifting by, churches right on the water, and an old windmill standing tall like it's been here forever. Looking around, I can already tell this is going to be a good 5 days. I follow the harbour and there are a few windmills across the island and amazing coastal views. This really is the perfect holiday destination.
So now we're going to have a look at the old town.
As I make my way further in, I know there's a maze up ahead, and something tells me it's about to test my sense of direction. Now, the maze I'm talking about is the old town, and walking into the old town feels like stepping back in time. Whitewashed alleys twist in every direction, and each one offers up a new surprise. The trick is just to pretend you know where you're going, and eventually you'll probably get there. As the sun sets, the town feels like it's waking up. The alleys start to soften, lights warm up, and quiet corners come alive with voices as more and more people begin to arrive. What felt like a sleepy maze turns into a lively gathering place. Restaurants begin to spill out onto the streets, and shops appear as if out of nowhere. And as night fully sets in, the town changes again. The lights have dimmed, the harbour calms, and you realise this place really doesn't sleep. It just slows down a little, for a moment. By the time the first light hit the water, the day starts quietly. Calm, slow, refreshed. The bakery is just opening, the smell of fresh pastry and coffee fills the air, and you can't help but feel glad to be in Greece.
So it's another morning in Paros. Time to go out and do a bit of exploring, get some breakfast, and yeah, see what happens. Oh, doesn't that look good? Bougatsa. I'm gonna get the Bougatsa.
Μια Bougatsa, παρακαλώ.
Bougatsa. Flaky, warm, perfect. Some fruit and yogurt and a frappe, and I'm ready to take on the day.
Morning in the square, the smell fills the air. Sugar on my fingers, I don't even care. Cheese or with custard, it's all good to me. Bougatsa forever, my sweet destiny.
So I got my bottle of water, got a hat on, sunscreen. It's going to be 33 degrees today. And I'm just going to go for a bit of a walk around Parikia.
No plan today, just wandering and soaking in the fresh air. As I walk along the coastline, the sea stretches out ahead, calm and endless. It's just me, the sand, and the sound of waves. No rush. The further I walk, the quieter Paros gets. Wide sea views and a peaceful, open atmosphere. The coastline stretches on, steady and calm. No crowds, no noise.
So all this exploring has helped me build up an appetite. Time to get something for lunch.
The food here is simple, but always hits the spot. And I actually came here several times. Fresh and flavourful.
So I got my pork gyros. Thought they were good. So lunch is done. I gotta say for €4 that was pretty good. It's really tasty. So now, time to get out and do some more exploring.
So back out I went. The sun was high, the streets bright, and my exploring continues. I hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, like, comment and subscribe.
Now I've got no idea where I'm going. This direction looks good.
At this point, I have accepted that my sense of direction has officially retired. The sun dips and Paros begins to wind down again. The colours deepen and the whole waterfront slows. When the lights come on, the town wakes right back up.
Stone and salt, night in bloom, island rhythm fills the room. Barefoot steps on the marble way.
Naturally, after all this walking, I think I've earned some dinner.
Laughter spins through the summer air. I turn the corner, I'm already there. The tide rolls slow, my heart's in time. Every street's a perfect line. Exploring Paros feels so right. Every color, every light.
As the night settles in, I make my way back to the hotel. There are plenty of tourists out and about, but I'm exhausted from all the exploring and really need to get some sleep. Morning comes quietly, the air's cooler, the sea's calm, and the whole island takes its time waking up. A slow walk along the waterfront reminds you just how easy it is to settle into the pace here.
So it's 8:30 in the morning in Paros, and I'm just going to get breakfast.
Now, I know I should be trying something different, but there's something about a fresh Bougatsa in the morning that's hard to resist. So round two.
So today I'm taking a bus to the town of Naousa. I just got my ticket from over there. It was €2, pretty simple. Bus is about half an hour, and then I'm off.
When you travel, you hear a dozen languages a day. With people from so many different countries, things often get lost in translation.
Bonjour, c'est votre première fois ici. Con letto abbiamo non tame des. Ich habe meine Tasche verloren. Boris na musik sistem drummer. Mamma mia, che vista incredibile. Eso es picante o dulce. Sto eterna carte. Data la veno all'amore siedo. What did you say? Words spinning in my brain. Can't trace the sound. Still the science feels the same. I don't understand a word. Still I feel every line. Doesn't matter what you heard. Just lost in translation. I don't understand a word, but it echoes in my mind.
So I've just arrived in Naousa. Looks really nice. Time to go and explore.
This town isn't short on places to get lost in, and I'm sure I'm about to. The harbour's been standing since the 15th century, and it still feels like the heart of the town. The old fort stands guard at the harbour. It's weathered and broken in places, but it's held strong for centuries. Walking through it now, it's quiet. Just the sound of water hitting the rocks. A few steps away, everything changes. Clear water, little beaches, and the town begins to open up again. That's Naousa's charm. The old and the new side by side. Beyond the quieter streets, Naousa picks up again. The waterfront stretches ahead. Cafés bustle with chatter and boats drift in and out. This place really is alive and thrives at its own pace. The streets here are postcard clean and just as composed. away from the main area, the chatter fades into the hum of scooters and the occasional clink of coffee cups.
And this is the town of Naousa. Really nice with all these restaurants and bars right on the water. It'd be great to be here at night time. Fortunately, I'm heading off, but it's a great place and highly recommended.
Back in Parikia, the sun begins to set. The waterfront is still busy, but there's something about this moment, a kind of calm that invites you to look higher and find the perfect view. Heading up to the church, you'll find some of the best sunset views in Parikia. From here, the town stretches out before you and the Aegean Sea sparkles in the distance. As the sun sets over Parikia, the town feels like it's taken a breath. The light softens, casting everything in a golden glow. Time slows for this moment. And so day 4 begins. It's amazing how quiet this place can be in the morning.
So it's nice and early in the morning. The ferries are getting ready for their day shift. The whole town's coming alive. New people are going to be coming, others are going. So yeah, starting to feel that buzz in the air. Time for breakfast.
And you guessed it, it's time for another piece of Bougatsa. While I enjoy my breakfast, the town wakes up. And you can't help but wonder how many stories these people are leaving with, and how many more stories are about to begin. The ferry port is a mix of excitement for arrivals and sadness for departures. But that's all part of being on holiday.
So today's plan is to take this boat over to the island of Antiparos. It's €7 and take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes depending on the weather. So let's get on board and go and check it out.
But even though it's early, the sun's already starting to get hot.
So I just switched my seat to get a bit of shade. But that'll probably change once we start moving.
Antiparos is a small island with about 1,500 people. Its main town has been inhabited since ancient Greek times, and remnants of history still remain. The ferry ride may be short, but the views are incredible. And I think the journey is just as important as the destination here. The island may only be 45 square kilometres, but don't let its size fool you. It's full of winding streets, beautiful beaches, and a history that dates back to ancient times. As we approach the port, that excitement of arriving at a new location begins to build. As I make my way into town to begin my adventure, others are leaving and heading back to Paros.
So that only took about 20 minutes. Now to go and explore.
Like many Greek islands, it has the whitewashed walls, maze-like streets, with plenty of shops, cafes and restaurants. And there's plenty of flowers for colour.
So this is a really nice island. It's a lot smaller than Paros. There's plenty of cafes, plenty of restaurants. It's just got a good vibe about it. The iconic white buildings, blue doors, and green churches everywhere on this place.
Most visitors come for the day, but a few stay longer for quieter evenings and open skies. It's small enough to explore on foot, but just big enough to always find you've probably missed something, which I did.
So my boat's about to leave. This was Antiparos, a really nice place to come for a day trip. There's plenty of hotels I've seen around the place and restaurants, so you could stay here for a little while too.
Back on Paros, I figured I'd make the most of the afternoon. No plans, just following where the map takes me.
So last minute rush to the bus, just made it, and now I'm here in Lefkes. Let's go check it out.
Lefkes sits high in the centre of Paros and was once the island's capital. It's cooler and quieter with its narrow marble lanes and stone houses. Lefkes' most striking feature is the church. Built in the early 1800s from local marble, the same stone once used for Greece's most famous statues. It stands like a monument to both faith and craftsmanship. You get the feeling this village hasn't changed much in hundreds of years, and that's part of its charm. The deeper you wander into Lefkes, the quieter it gets. Every turn looks like a postcard, until you realise you've walked the same alleyway 3 times.
So this place, it's like a maze. I've got no idea where I am. Beautiful though.
As you wander around, you meet interesting people and friendly tourists.
And I'm Bill from Canada. Have a nice vacation. Bye.
From here, you can see the valley rolling out to the sea. Olive trees, tiled rooftops. It just has some amazing views. Finishing up here, it was time to head back. As the day winds down in Parikia, the ferries continue to work. It's like they didn't get the memo that the day was over. But this island never really seems to stop, although it does slow down a little bit.
So this is my last day in Paros. Then later this afternoon, I'm going to take a ferry to the island of Milos. But for now, let's just reflect on this amazing island.
Took the morning ferry, the sun was hanging low. Map in hand, no plans ahead, nowhere I need to go. White walls glowing softly, a breeze that moved just right. Shops were starting to open in the hush of morning light. Shadows moved across the stone. Scooter passed as I walked alone. Radio played something sweet. Didn't know the tune, but it found my feet. Paros in a day, no need to rush. Let the island say what's enough. Waves roll easy on quiet bays. The day just drifts and fades away. Just Paros in a day. Lunch came late and easy, no schedule, no demands. Grilled fish, lemon bread still warm, just baked by hand. An old man sat beside me in a fading wooden chair. He gave a nod then quietly sipped his coffee there. The path ran quiet near the bay. Waves kept folding heat away. Shutters closed, the light grew thin. Stillness settled deep within. Paros in a day, no need to rush. Let the island say what's enough. Waves roll easy on quiet bays. The day just drifts and fades away. Just Paros in a day.
That was the island of Paros, and it was just explored.
Travel diary, city to city.